Okay, so good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to episode 50.
50
of BDA Chat. I don't think we ever thought we'd get to episode 50 when we first started BDA Chat.
We've nearly thrown in the towel a few times, haven't we?
Well, it's always, it's quite a daring thing to do for an agency. Or maybe it's not now. I don't know. Maybe 50 episodes ago, it felt a little bit, let's do a podcast. Okay, cool. So yes, 50 episodes of BDA Chat. So we're going to do a little bit of things differently today, rather than an overall topic. So hello, how are you? I hope you're well. I hope this podcast finds you in, given that it's some turbulent times in the UK at the moment. So I hope this is a bit...
Ooh, political.
Wow.
Ooh.
I hope you think a little bit...
Lee's going highbrow.
A little bit of refreshment out there to the other drab news that is constantly...
Can't get away from it.
So joining me on episode 50, we've got Rob and Holly.
Hi.
And thank you. Welcome for being on this momentous
Episode 50.
So yes, like I said at the top of the shop, we're doing things a little bit differently. We're going to be, rather than an overall topic, we're going to be bringing you our top 50 tips. So it's not top 50 individual, so we've broken it down in the math section of my brain, which isn't the greatest. So it's 50, so it may be 17 of each. I have got, looking at my other branded laptop, there could be a few on here. Holly's done the old school in paper, as has Rob.
And we haven't shared any, so I don't know what you guys are saying. You don't know what I'm saying?
No.
We
None
might
of
even
us
cross
know
over,
what's
who
on the
knows?
list. So the top tips range from, what can you expect? Well, there's some industry stuff in here. There's some just general lifestyle stuff. And there's some business focused stuff.
A little bit of that?
So there's a little bit of a mixed bag, really.
Sprinklings.
So a little bit, yeah. Hopefully you can use these in your day-to-day, be it if you're working in video or if you're working on presentations or if you're doing anything marketing-based, or if you're, maybe in the kitchen and you're thinking of trying something new. There could be a tip in here for you. So a little bit of a mixed bag.
Oh.
Ooh,
Lee's cooking corner. It's back.
I don't know why. Why do people get into? I've noticed. You got like the Greg Miller. He had a little stint in making like how to cook videos. That seems to be the thing.
Do people trust people? They're like,
don't know.
oh, wow.
I think it's just once you've got a brand, once you've got a bit of a following, you just need to. Guys just need to look at different ways of doing things. So anyway,
Is that where you're going next?
no, that's not
sure?
where I'm going. I have no. No, to be fair, you know where I'm going next. I'm starting.
Nana's apple crumble. That recipe you told me about.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
What is that?
Where are you?
No, Dead in the Field. That's where we're going next.
Oh, yeah.
Dead in the Field. Watch this space. Anyway, so who wants the top of the shop? Who's going first with their top 50?
I'll go first.
Is everybody okay? Everyone well? Before we kick off, looking forward to the week ahead.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. To
be
it.
fair, it's Thursday, so there's not much.
Okay.
And I'm shooting a video in Birmingham tomorrow. So.
Are you?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
It could be a short week.
Could we jump backwards and forwards?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
go dum 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 dum. Yes, do it.
I've got a flux capacitor. Let's do it.
Let's go. Oh, his face. Let's go. Top 50s. Here we go.
Woo!
Klaxon, go.
Okay, my top podcasts are Infinite Monkey Cage. You know that science one with Brian Cox? It's good.
Professor
It's
Brian
not
Cox.
too sciencey.
Maybe I need a new podcast, to be fair.
Yeah, it's great. And
I'll just get your show notes.
yeah, Wolf 359, which is like an audio drama about a guy stuck in space.
Yeah, I started
It's great.
listening to that. It did sound good.
Yeah, and it's quite funny at start and it gets progressively darker. Excellent.
Lovely.
And 372 pages we'll never get back is like an what do you call it? A book club, but it's a podcast.
Oh,
So they go
nice.
through like chapter by chapter of a terrible book they find.
Oh, nice.
Quite like that.
There you go. So top 3 podcasts.
Yeah.
Quick fire. What were they again?
Infinite Monkey Cage, Wolf
Wolf
359, and 372 pages we'll never get back.
We'll put all of these in the show notes, to be fair, just so you've got a run through, because otherwise you're going to be, writing things down madly.
Yeah, and if you're in a car, please don't write things down.
Yes. Yeah, that is. Because I always listen to podcasts in the car. I find them mostly, So
Using
I suppose
dead
that
time.
could be my tip.
Yeah.
To be fair, break up your time. My top tip, one of my top tips is use those dead space time. I think you covered that a few weeks ago. But yeah, for me, podcasts in the car. If you can listen to them in the car. Try not to use the head because that's not good. But if you can get like your Bluetooth set up with your radio in the car,
it's a great use of time.
Even an audiobook, and vary the content up. I've got some podcasts that are good, but I won't go into them because Holly's covered podcasts. So that's my top tip. Yeah, use Dead Space, and the first one would be in the car, listen to a podcast or an audiobook. Go.
Lovely. Okay, my top tip is around the best home assistant. Having purchased Amazon Echo, Google Home, and Apple HomePod.
You have all of them.
I have all of them now. Apple HomePod has the best speaker by far, so if the music sound quality is high on your agenda, that's the one. But in terms of most useful, I'm finding Google Home. Google Home is conversational, it answers questions quickly, it's powered by Google Search, and it's my favourite by far. Amazon Echo is pretty damn good for smart homes. But
what's the biggest difference? Like, why do you have what made you buy all three?
Because I just like spending money on new things like tech that come out. I just wanted to see what each one of them was like.
He likes that smell. He likes to watch he likes to watch his electric meter go around like something out of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah. And Google Home for price as well. It's a fantastic price.
He's still waiting for his freebie one in the post. Anyway.
You're laughing because I say it every week. Move on. Next one.
I can do top audiobooks as well, since you talked about top audiobooks.
Yeah.
You can play them through your Google HomePod, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
Mix the brands.
World War Z. No, that was a terrible movie.
Yeah,
if you ever
Brad
saw
Pitt.
it.
I've never read the book.
The
is
book
it good,
is
then?
much better. It's like people's like sort of actual accounts through a zombie apocalypse before it sort of starts, when it's happening, and then the aftermath.
Oh.
And it's a load of different people's accounts. So that's
Quick five, whilst we're on zombie, because I'd like to actually listen to that.
Yeah.
But can we quickly break down, on the spot, what are the best reference points of zombies? So what is the best incarnation of a zombie?
I like the ones that are like.
I was
going to
say Lee on a Monday morning.
You
I'm
know,
bad.
28 Days Later. I think that's.
28 Days Later was good. That was
yeah.
was hardcore.
Yeah, they're running scary ones.
That was-
Like
oof.
rage zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Walking Dead up there? Is that the best?
Yeah, they're
What do
quite
you
good
think-
as well.
What do you think?
They're different.
28 Days Later's got it. 28 Days Later is more British.
Yeah, yeah. Although in Walking Dead they get progressively more rotten as it goes along.
Oh, and all fact, it's Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is that zombies? They're kind of dead.
Kind of is, isn't it?
They're kind of dead.
They have
No,
zombies.
And then,
Yeah.
they're fake. Yeah, you should watch Game of
Okay.
Thrones.
It's fantastic.
Sorry, I lost a bit of track.
Yeah.
Zombies, okay.
28 Days Later,
28 Days
I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Go on then. Mine's off the beaten track. This I only discovered yesterday. No, I discovered it last week when my wife asked me to make her an omelette. So
Cooking again.
I made her an omelette, right? But I was like, what can I whack in here to make it a bit more fruity? It wasn't fruity at all. But spinach. Now, I've discovered that you should always have a bag of spinach in your kitchen.
Baby spinach or just spinach?
Because you can whack it in anything. So I whacked it in an omelette the other week. It turned out really nice. Then last night we had fajitas. Do you know what? I thought I need some green in this.
What did you do?
I whacked spinach in it. So my top tip, always have a bag of spinach in the fridge. There you go.
Get the frozen stuff. Lasts longer.
Yeah.
You've got defrosted then, yeah?
Nah.
Do you not?
No, chuck it in.
No,
It's like for curry and stuff. If you're
Oh,
gonna
for
mush
curry.
it all down.
Oh,
Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
yeah. Which, I suppose if you're going to... Because it goes on quick, doesn't it?
Wouldn't go good in fajitas. I don't think it works.
It worked out, did
No,
it?
not frozen. Not frozen.
No, not frozen.
'Cause
No,
it
no,
will-
no,
it's good,
Go,
good.
go on.
Okay, my top industry publication is Wired. Great for business, tech news, marketing news, and just a really interesting read. The subscription is relatively cheap. We have it here, and it's one of my favourite industry reads.
Wired. Get
Wired.
To be fair, Wired, I remember when I was coming up with ideas for the Verizon video, and it was that Xbox article that got me thinking about the Cube.
Oh, and they have
And
the
product testing room.
yeah, they have minus
Yeah.
decibel sounding
Yeah,
rooms where
yeah.
it's just like they suck all the air out, so they
Yeah.
can test all the tiny sounds that your ear can't pick up on.
That's good.
Very clever.
Was
Yeah.
that room that sends you crazy?
Probably.
Probably
so
would.
quiet, yeah.
I think it's suspended on springs with all the air sucked out around
That's
it.
what it was, yeah.
Yeah.
They also got me thinking about it.
Oh.
Go on then.
It's very clever.
Oh, okay. Top free piece of software for creative people is Krita. It's like a drawing and animations piece of software. Get it?
Okay.
Krita. Krita.
Oh, okay. I'll follow on from that then. I shall go with quite controversial. Okay. It's just better.
It's better for color grading.
Here we go.
and
Here we go.
Things
Fight,
like that.
fight.
But if you're trying to use After Effects and merge it together, and it lacks several
Yeah,
things, you
but
can't.
it's-
I couldn't edit the podcast on it, for example, because there's no
Jesus.
audio merge.
good.
You have to do it manually.
There's no audio merge. Oh, you mean
Yeah.
you split the layers? You mean,
No, when you try and
synchronize?
sync up,
Edit synchronize.
you can't sync up audio and video
That's
automatically.
Yeah, but from a UI point of view, Adobe's UI, what is going on? Sort it out.
Oh yeah, it's not perfect, but
Rubbish. absolute rubbish.
Neither of them are perfect.
To be fair, they're not. But either way, Resolve is just better.
Maybe we should buy Avid.
That's mine. Go.
Really quick one and slightly controversial. My top tip for a more immersive web: don't ignore sound.
A lot of people have ignored sound simply because it's quite intrusive. But I found that sound's coming back a bit now.
Yeah.
In that there's always that option. Like I was watching a video the other day, and I knew the sound was there, but they had subtitles on it. So I was just reading the subtitles, and I quite like that. So that would be following off on that. That would be my tip. Would be, don't ignore sound, but on the same time when you're making a video, make sure you include subtitles. Now, I find them. I just like them sometimes now. I can watch a video without having to actually. I want to watch this. I want to find out what they're saying, but I don't want to turn the volume up because I don't know. I don't want to interrupt people. It might be the office is really quiet.
That's the thing, and that's the same with the web. Nice to have the option. Warn people if it's going to have sound, but I think the sound also helps create more immersive experiences.
So, whack the subtitles on. Basically, just think about audio in terms of web and.
Consider it. Think about it.
Or think of the lack of it. Either way. Sorry, go on then.
Yeah, well, speaking of the web, top Chrome add-on would be uBlock Origin. You know all those horrible little pop-ups you get now that in the UK, it's like you have to tick so many things to get past stuff.
It's my biggest peeve of cookie policies, privacy policies,
Remove
GDPR.
Yeah. Get rid of them with uBlock Origin.
Okay, that's a top tip.
uBlock, I'll carry on for blogging.
Because who actually reads the terms and conditions of these cookie policies? You could be selling your life away.
I just go accept.
You just accept.
Why do they keep
I've
popping
covered this
up?
before.
I don't understand. Because you go to the same site, and it keeps on.
I'm like a broken record.
I've already accepted it. Why do I have to accept it again? Going on from blog, I will just say that if you we use Premium Beat for some audio tracks every now and again.
Premium Beat.
But Premium. Remember that video where they?
premiumbeat.com.
There's a video where I don't know what, it's a brilliant way of advertising. They basically made the voiceover guy that does the sort of like, what do they call it? The watermark, the audio mark, whatever you call it. And he basically records it every time. They make a joke out of it that he's constantly in the audio booth adding premiumbeat.com. And it's just so stupid. But anyway, go check it out. Also, on Premium Beat, they do have a blog. And on that blog, there's loads of things on there in terms of there's freebies, there's good content in terms of what's going on in the video industry, there's tips, there's techniques. So it's probably overlooked by a lot of people, but Premium Beat blog is really good.
Premiumbeat.com.
It's definitely worth having a chicken out. Check it out.
You're trying to get food in there again, isn't he? You're plugging your cooking show.
Yeah, go on, John.
This is just a fun one. My top playlist to work to is Ludovico Einaudi. He is a composer. His piano work is fantastic. It mellows you, it chills you, it focuses you. Great playlist to listen to.
I'll follow on that one because I've got a Spotify playlist, which you can't. I used to find if you go to Focus on their playlist section, you go browse, you go Focus. Yeah. There used to be one called Focus on the Remix. They removed it. I don't know why, but it's really good. It's like chilled out remix music. So Focus on the Remix. But you have to actually type it in. If you go to Focus playlists, you won't find it. I don't know why they removed it, but anyway. It's called Focus on the Remix, and I listen to that a lot just to chill out.
Okay. I'm learning. I'm going to have a little listen.
Anything by Hans Zimmer.
Well, speaking of listening to stuff, my top bit of tech I've bought recently is a sleeping eye mask with Bluetooth headphones in, so I can listen to stuff as I'm falling asleep.
Holy mother! I want one of them.
Yeah.
Because I have to listen, because I don't know about you, but I have got into the habit, and I know that someone else used to work here got in the same habit. I can't go to sleep unless I'm listening to something.
Yeah, that's the same. Yeah.
I can't do it now. I have to listen to something, which has made my life a nightmare because of Apple. I'm looking at you, Apple, because when I go to bed now, I've got 3 kids. House is generally quite busy. If I can't find the little headphone adapter now, I'm buggered. Because it's like, oh no, I need to go to bed. I can't find the headphone adapter. I can't plug headphones in. I've had to I go around stealing people's listening devices because I need to.
They're listening devices.
But if you can find, if it's like a little thing.
It's an eye mask with like the really flat headphones where the ears are.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you could just, how much were they?
20 quid or something.
There you go.
I'm getting some of that. I don't need the eye mask though.
Top tech.
I think I'm being weird.
Because I've had Bluetooth headphones and they just fall out in the night though. So
yeah, I don't mind them falling out, but it's just because you just lose them, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, great tip. Go on then, John.
Following on from kind of some top tech, my top tech to watch out for in 2019 is Oculus Quest. It's Oculus Rift going to completely untethered, no need for a super powerful PC. It's all contained in the headset, and it's going to bring VR to more people because it's more affordable. I'm excited. I've got one on pre-order. Well, in my head it's in pre-order. You can't actually pre-order yet, but I will pre-order when I can, and it's my top bit of tech for 2019.
Cool.
Cool.
Can't wait to try that one out. I'll go with one on...
That was the most insincere. Oh, I can't wait to try that one out.
No, okay, no.
Say it again.
You know me and
No, we'll get on it. We'll get down in
VR.
that cellar.
It's just at the minute, there's no... Although saying that, in the gaming industry, they have like Astrobot, PlayStation 4. They've done a few more bits, but in the VR world of what we do...
Is VR dying? Do you
I
think?
don't think it's dying, but I just think that it needs to become untethered for it to really
And this
take
is
off.
this is the jump.
And once it does that...
This is the jump.
And once you can get a little bit of... Because it's so... It's just not social. It's just you put your head... There needs to be a better mix of AR and VR. Where you within your world, but things that... Like, HoloLens was great.
MR, basically, mixed reality.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
HoloLens, but better still.
Yeah. There needs to be that thing of like, we're hosting a podcast. That's a great top tip you've just said. And you can see that I'm actually dialing. I'm on Amazon or whatever I'm doing and, looking at researching it. But at the moment, it's just so close myself while going to my...
That's what I like about VR, though. I want to be closed off when I do VR. When I do MR, Microsoft, HoloLens, then I get that. It's about interacting with the environment around you.
It's not there yet. It's just not Back to the Future Part 2 yet.
It's getting there.
It's
getting there. It's moving quickly.
So that's VR. I'll go with my... normally I like plugins for After Effects, but this one I didn't think would change my world, but it did quite. This one is by Andrew Kramer, and it's his FX console. It's a little plugin that you basically plug into After Effects, via the scripts UI panel, and you just do control space, and it just brings up like a hot window where you can type in any effect that you want, and it just goes and finds it really quickly. And it's got it's easier than using After Effects' plugin window. I don't know why it is, because it's only over there, but it's just easier. So if you get the FX console,
it's like a shortcut generator.
It's like it's just, I don't know what it is. The thing is, you didn't think, it's one of those things where, like if someone chopped off your left arm, you'd be like, oh my God, I really missed my left arm. And now when I go to like my Mac and it doesn't have that plugin installed, I'm whacking control space and nothing's happening. I look like a stupid person. So it just annoys me. It's like losing your left arm. That's what it feels like.
Dark. Wow, I never knew a plugin could turn so dark.
Wow. Well,
it's like chopping off your left arm, like you've got a caught under a boulder in that film.
Oh, do you remember that?
Yeah. What was it like?
Did you do it?
What was it? 28 hours or
28
something?
hours,
Something like that.
yeah.
26 hours. Who knows? Yeah. Anyway.
So FX console, there you go.
All right. Top YouTube channel.
Ooh.
I like Linus Tech Tips for all your techie goodness stuff. He's at CES doing coverage. It's good. Linus Tech Tips. They're a Canadian company. They do video editing stuff. They do just reviewing things.
I'll do it in the show notes.
I like a good one like that. The one that's sincere. There's so many YouTube channels. You just get turned. Don't you like? I like one that has a nice intro.
Yeah.
That doesn't have. There's so many of this. And then some sort of shape just morphs into something. You think, oh God, go away.
Do you like ones where people are characters and they pretend to be someone else? And then they use their own social media accounts to kind of like it and promote it.
Do they leave reviews on them? Do they post reviews on their own content?
Where if you understand social media, you will understand algorithms. Let's move on.
I've got a top tip.
Oh, here it comes.
The top tip is probably to count the top tips before we start. I don't know where we're at, but
I've counted them.
By the power of editing, we'll figure out where we are. My top tip would be, as you get older, wear less lightly coloured trousers. There we go. Moving on.
Grey is a bad colour.
Don't wear grey trousers. Just bad.
Right, so this is a really quick one.
Yep.
My top advice to anyone in business or in life is to do fewer things, but to do them better. I think we're all a bit guilty of spreading ourselves so finely, stretching ourselves so far. Maybe concentrate on a few fewer things and do them really bloody well.
Nice.
Done.
Nice. Holly?
Oh, my top internet cat is Little Bob.
Who was Little Bob?
Who's Little Bob?
Little Bob. It's just a cat, like a famous cat on the internet.
Oh, okay.
It's got disabilities, but it's cute.
Oh, Little Bob the famous cat. Okay. My top tip would be. I don't know, why do we stop saying that? Gotta stop saying my top tip. Right. Don't be afraid to get creative in your emails. There you go. When you're writing an email, don't be afraid to get creative. Bring out the emotion in yourself. Let's try to make emails more interesting rather than they're just so carbon copy.
Hi, John. I hope you had a good weekend. Can you cut back to me on that? Many thanks, Lee. Yeah.
It's just, try to be more creative. Put your personality into your email.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, people come back to you for your personality. They come back to you for obviously what the business and the creativeness in our industry. But put yourself out there a little bit more. Don't be afraid to show who you are. Be you.
Nice.
What's just else doing? Go on then, drop.
My top movie soundtrack to motivate you. This is. Go on. No, go on. Guess.
It's probably it is. Isn't it? It's The Greatest Showman.
It is The Greatest Showman. I found it very uplifting in 2018 in the back end, and it steered me into 2019.
Lovely stuff. It is a great show. It is a great soundtrack. I must admit, it gets listened to a lot on RS.
Don't like all the remakes, all the covers that have come out, because obviously they've opened up the license.
A lot of them. Someone's getting paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
Go on then, Holly.
Top thing I'm looking forward to in 2019 is we've got a work experience girl coming in for every Friday for several weeks now. Yeah, she's into illustration and wants to learn more about the business world.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
We'll get her on the podcast. What's her name? Do we know her name yet?
Ellie.
I forgot.
Ellie, that was it.
Yeah, cool.
Ellie, don't know her name.
No. Ellie Illustrator.
Oh, well, Ellie.
We don't want to give her full name away on
no,
on
we
this.
wouldn't do that. That would be bad.
Oh, yeah, it's
GDPR.
Yeah, GDPR.
Yeah.
Nice, Holly. Yeah.
Well
And do you know what? Sometimes you get the interns of the work experience people in. They come with a fresh look at some things, and they just every now and then change the way you look at something. Exciting.
Yeah, and it's really strange that she wants to do illustration because that's what I used to do.
Yeah.
You still do that?
I know, but not as a job.
Oh, I've got 15.
Comes into your job a lot. Okay, we've got to speed up.
So I don't know where we're at. So my top plugins for After Effects that I use a fair amount: Rubber Hose and FUR Top Toys. Rubber Hose, just Google it, you'll find more about that. But FUI Top Toys is a pretty good one in terms of it's got a collection of pre-animated UI. So remember UI animations? Think what's that? Oblivion. It's a film with Tom Cruise. Loads of cute little animations that you can just jazz up any sort of futuristic UI tech demo. To be fair, probably used a lot on some of those video intros that I've just said I hate. But if used sparingly, they can work nicely. So don't over egg it, but use it. It's good. And I'll back that up with one other topic, just to cover off my top tips rather than go back. Color grading. Magic Bullet is brilliant. If you can get hold of that. It does cost a bit though. So what you can do is start with a bit of lumetri color. It's a great way of just basically whack the saturations up, change the colors a bit, increase the levels. And it's a great way. And also, Photoshop, use the same levels in that, but just whack the whites down. And it's a great way of just killing an image enough to get something white to appear on it. I'm doing a lot of that in presentations recently.
Ooh.
Just kill the whites, and you can put like white text and stuff. It's really easy, rather than actually go and put layers on top of stuff. Just kill the whites. So it's all done by.
That's a good tip.
Oh, I wouldn't say that though.
Oh, it's a bad tip.
No. I wouldn't say that phrase.
What's a good tip?
Kill the whites.
Oh, well, no,
Yeah,
kill the
what's
white.
wrong with
No, yeah.
What do you mean? You mean like make the whites darker?
Yeah, you bloody ginger.
So basically, it removes the white out of an image.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a good tip.
So there you go. And the other top
Just
tip,
terminology
I'll
needs
just
updating.
in all fairness, I'm just going to get all of my process tips. If you're doing any sort of
Sorry, is this a takeover?
Photo editing, just use your a Wacom tablet. If you're doing any sort of photo stuff, Photoshop, use a Wacom tablet. The Intuos range are pretty good. There you go. That's me done on my tips, I think. In terms of photo editing and stuff like that.
Yeah, they still make little ones, right? Little bamboo guys.
You can do you can get whichever one you get is bamboo's alright, but the ones that, if I'm going to give you a tip on one that I've used the Intuos, and I know they work well, so there you go.
Good tips, Lee. You got any more you want to just run through?
Let's go next.
I'll go next. My top use of anticipation marketing goes to...
Top anticipation marketing?
Yeah, and I thought they did it so well last year, and it's Red Dead Redemption 2. Literally everyone who wasn't even a gamer was talking about it. teasers, PR, the lot, more
just flooded
teasers.
the market
They just
with
flooded the
stuff.
market. Everywhere you look, BBC, Twitter, every little channel, someone was talking about it.
Yeah, because
People who didn't even want to buy the game.
Yeah, but to be fair, they wasn't an easy read. They were every area of if not from the sales numbers. Look at the sales
Oh
numbers.
yeah, of course. You've
look at
already
the tech
got the
that's
reach
being
with
used.
it.
Yeah, it was easy for them to latch onto.
But they do it well, though, don't they?
do
I mean,
it well.
remember they just released the Rockstar logo, just the R, but in a style that kind of matched Red Dead, and people were like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
they
a Red
built,
Dead.
yeah, they,
Oh, you know,
they,
it's
they
just
built
little-
up to it.
Yeah,
They
it's good.
teased it.
It's
And
good.
I think teasing anything is, I think that's a great top tip. And I think
that's
that probably back onto one of mine is that share more. But make sure what you're sharing is, think about the content before you just whack it up there. But don't be afraid to just, share the content that you do. I know we recently said that, sometimes we don't share the podcast enough as we should in terms of some of the channels that we try to get out there as much as we can. But yeah, and that would follow on to one of my other top tips is, what was it here? This is it. This is what I've got stuck on my desk. So believe. This is just words.
Okay.
So if you start a project, believe. You always got to believe. Then take your time. Take your time to think about that. Think about what you're trying to do in your belief. Whatever you're trying to push forward, whatever you're trying to create. Allow some space. Allow that space.
Space
for
is
things
key.
to just sort of
Let things breathe.
let things breathe. Let other ideas come in. Let it change. Let it manipulate. Let things happen to it a little bit more, because whatever started at the beginning won't be what it was at the end.
Propagation.
And then before you push go, just breathe.
Breathe
Take
again.
a moment to breathe. Then go. Then you're off.
Then you're away.
Then you're away. That's my top tip. Breathe.
Good
take
tip.
time, allow space. Breathe. Go.
Lovely jubbly.
Ooh. There was a thing about that the other day. I was watching something on Twitter about one of the greatest moments from that. About where he's.
Oh, Del Boy.
Yeah, Del Boy. When Rodney comes out and he's like. Anyway. And
Batman
Uncle
and
Albert.
Robin.
No, the one where Uncle Albert goes.
When I was in the war.
I can't. It's just. Anyway. So, Holly, go on then.
Top Twitter account, One Perfect Shot. It's basically screenshots from films with a little bit of blurb next to it. So it's really cool, composed shots.
Nice.
Films.
Nice to give that a go.
I love that.
I'll be checking it.
So
Go on then,
keep
Rob.
My top app to digest creative marketing, digital tech, and business articles. It's old school. It's Flipboard. You plumb in what you want to see. You put the hashtags in there the content you
nice,
want to
that's
see,
nice,
and it
that's nice.
propagates a magazine for you. And I read it most days. It's old school. It's been around for ages, but
I'll
I
give that a
still
go.
use it. Brilliant.
Mine's an audiobook. If you want to get into more about how to build a story around your brand, then maybe give this book a listen to. It's Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. You can check it out on Audible. I've started listening to it. I'm halfway through, and so far it's very good. And that's the ping from my wife telling me.
Oh wow, he's just got found Jake's selection box.
Yeah.
Should we tell him?
I don't know.
Why is Jake less? Okay, we'll come back to that one.
Oh, Jake's found his selection. Anyway. Where are we?
I think it's me.
Who are we? Who are we? We did that the other week.
That phone again.
That phone. My top tip for content is to actually just create stuff that people like. Yeah?
Yeah.
Stop sounding like a textbook. Stop writing articles that other people are writing on. Just create stuff that people like. Stuff that resonates with the people who are going to read it. I think we get caught up in the industry in keywords and writing stuff that is the right thing to write.
And I think that's what we've tried. That's what this whole podcast is about.
Yeah.
We've tried to just produce content that we like and we think that
We
people
like, and we hope that people like.
And,
And if you don't like it, there's going to be people that don't like it.
Yeah. You can't be.
But don't try and please everyone
You can't
with
be
everything.
someone else either. You got to be yourself.
Unless you've got a YouTube channel and you get dressed up and
I've
put
got
on an
I've got a
accent.
tip. Audio notes. Sometimes, generally, if I'm in the car or if I'm out and about, generally when I'm trying to think of an idea, it never actually comes to me when I'm sitting in front of a computer. Never really happens. And I always think when an idea does bolt in my head, that I remember it. Generally, I don't always. It always gets a bit muddled, a bit cloudy. So what I tend to do is get the phone out and write an audio note of the,
Good tip.
I've just thought about something, or
Yeah.
I've just thought of a way to do it. And then that way, it's just a great way for me trying to remember something.
Is it
rather than-
actual audio notes or is it text to speech?
No, I don't know. I just get the audio thing. It's probably I should be that, but it's not. I actually had to get the app out, and then I probably lost glorious idea moments in my head already. But anyway,
As you plough through a hedge, as you career off the A421. Oh, damn it!
it's a great idea, though.
Oh, shit, I've forgotten it. As you're in a field.
Like in the crash, you're like, I've remembered it. And you like, write it down on your arm, like upside down.
No, yeah. As the police is trying to get me out of the car, the fireman. Hang on.
shouldn't
Hang on,
joke.
I've got a good idea.
Yeah.
So that's my good idea. Obviously, don't do it in the car.
Okay.
All right.
Who's going next?
Well, if you're in a car and you're traveling somewhere, you need a travel app.
Ooh.
My top travel app is TripIt. So if you get stuff sent to your email address, it grabs it out of your email address, email account, and puts it in a list for you.
Ding.
So you're like,
We could be on- that's nice.
here's your flights, here's where you're staying, all that stuff.
TripIt.
Oh, I like
TripIt.
that.
Yeah, that's a good. I've never heard of it.
I need to use that one because there's so many times I'm old school. I print everything off, and have it in like one of those slippery fish.
What?
I know what you mean.
What does
Like
that
the
mean?
plastic wallet.
Yeah, I
I've
don't know.
never heard it called that. Love it.
It's slippery fish. That's not why I call it slippery. Anyway, someone called it slippery fish at work one time. Okay, I did have another one. Where are we going? Where am I going? I got to scroll down now.
While you're looking, I'll just throw one in there.
Throw one in.
My top LinkedIn content creator goes to Animation Boss. It shows before and afters of special effects in video, all the top movies. It's brilliant. They post pretty much every day. And even though it's not a particular area of my focus or interest, I can't help but stop and watch on how they take it from that green screen or a particular way they're shooting something and put the post-production techniques in there. It's just really digestible, great fun to watch, and it's actually quite interesting.
I like that one.
Animation Boss. Check it out on LinkedIn.
I can follow on from that one. If you follow #motion graphics on Instagram,
Yeah, you can follow hashtags now. That's good.
You can get quite a lot of creative content from that. And got a lot
Motion
of-
lovers as well is another one.
Yeah, motion lovers, that's a good one. Plus the other to back up with that tip is also, as much as that inspiration is great, don't let it sort of ruin your creative sort of flow.
No.
Sometimes don't get down. There's a lot of great work out there, and we all have to start somewhere. And so you may look at a walk cycle and think, oh no, mine don't look anything like that. It doesn't matter. Sometimes there's a budget, and sometimes you have to stick to it. And if your walk cycle's not everyone. It's not always the end client's going to go, oh, look at that walk cycle, that's way off. But they'll look at it and go, wow, that's a great bit of animation. So sometimes have a little bit of faith, and you can always keep polishing it if need be. But think of your budget.
You can appreciate other people's work without kicking yourself in the arse about it. If that's what you're saying.
Nicely put.
Better way of saying that.
Yeah, really nicely put.
So who's next?
Me, I think.
I got 5 minutes. And I got
Oh yeah. Top bit
Better
of
speed
tech.
up.
Top bit of tech I really want to happen for the future is desks that charge everything. Charge your mouse, charge your keyboard, charge your phone. Yes.
Do you know, see that my top tip would be to back off of that is stop using wireless keyboards and mouse, because you've just got to charge them all the time.
If a desk charged them, then you
If a
wouldn't have
desk
to worry.
charge, it'd be great. That's probably the future.
Yeah.
Just
Because you
pick
get
up
the little
bit.
pads now, but we want a bigger surface.
Yeah.
You're just placing everything on.
On
Yeah.
every single surface in your house to charge things.
Yeah. There's probably some sort of health warning with that, but
Yes.
I don't care if it keeps stuff charged. I'll take the health knock.
Got in trouble.
Oh goodness. Okay. I don't know if you're going to hate this one, but my top recommendation of 2019 is don't turn your back on 360 video. I just don't think you should. I think the VR headsets, everything that's coming is going to make it more accessible. And I've seen some pieces that are done really well. Actually, I've got to share a link to this amazing report a company did, which is basically a 360 video of their building, but you interact with the report.
360 videos are great, but you have to put so much more thought into it. That one with the White House when they were interviewing Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
So there's good ones out there, but they just need more thinking about.
Yeah.
And
I don't think you should turn your back.
That increased the cost of the production, and so whilst they are great, they're costly because it just creates more. You've got to fill that 360 environment with things for people to look at, and that creates.
There was that amazing animated one. The little girl gets rained on.
Yeah, that was
Do you
good.
remember
That was made by Google, I think.
Yeah.
That was impressive, but again, it's just the production times that you just go into something like that, and
Stay open-minded with it.
we just got. I think as things move forward with that, I think there's definitely going to be more space for us to get involved in those areas. Anyone get anything else? Are we running out?
I've got a couple.
Got a couple more. I've got one. I don't know if this will work.
We're nearly getting to 50.
Stick something on your USB plugs. So stick a little marker on your plug, so you get it in the right way around first time.
See USB plugs, they've got a line on the bottom of them. That goes to the...
They never. Yeah, no. But
But you're saying that. I'm sure on the Xbox they've got a couple which are flicked the other way. So you're like,
Why?
you never. Seriously, the number of times I spend just going, oh, that's the wrong way. I don't think I've ever got a USB plug in right first time.
I'm
sure it doesn't just stop the
7
USB
times.
plugs.
I must be doing something wrong.
I like that tip.
You don't.
No.
Top thing I want, but I would never buy, is a Cintiq.
What is a Cintiq?
It is a big drawing tablet
Oh, I
you
love
draw
a
on.
Cintiq. Yeah.
But I know that it would never replace a piece of paper, so I'm like, I could just get some
Oh,
paper.
I've got 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah, but I think you would. I think the number of people I see, especially what you do, that just illustrate direct onto screen, would save a lot of time. And I think it'd give you new avenues in which to go to.
There's some thing about ink on paper though. I would miss. I think.
I'm not suggesting, but I definitely do think. Yeah,
Colouring it, yeah, we do colouring it.
For you would be great. I think I've run out actually. Other than I haven't got. I've got two very simple ones. Sam Cooke, Sunday mornings and pancakes. You can't go wrong. Sam Cooke.
He's cooking again.
Go on, you go.
No, that's good. I like the fact that you're cooking.
No, I don't know.
Really quickly, my top advice to anyone putting themselves out there on social media, YouTube, whatever it be, is ignore the hates. You know, do what you're doing, be brave, enjoy it, and decide what is actually constructive criticism if you get it, and what is just destructive. Because if you just kind of listen to what everyone's saying, I think it will hold you back. So it's just a tip, because I know so many people are trying to do things on social media, YouTube, etc. Just don't listen to it.
I've got one in terms of FX PhD is a little bit overlooked. We used it a while back. I did for training, but they're doing a lot of stuff. They've always been big on Nuke, and Nuke and Resolve are getting into bed with each other much more so. A bit like RFX and Prep. But yeah, so head over to FX PhD if you want to pick up some stuff on there.
My top reaction gif is that gif of Homer Simpson slowly backing into a hedge.
Yes. And getting consumed by the hedge.
Yes.
Yes, I like that one. That's a really good one. I'm
confused.
I got one more. My top tip for making your workspace better: up lighting, not down lighting.
Ooh, yeah.
You guys introduced this to my life. I'm not going to steal your thunder. Having lamps on your desk rather than the overheads just creates a warmth and a calmness that makes your working environment a little bit nicer. More up lighting, less down lighting.
Okay, final ones.
Yeah.
Holly, what's your final one?
I gave it to you already.
Oh, I think we're all done. Are we all done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, Holly's done. Rob, you got any more?
Be brave with live streaming.
Live stream. To be fair, we're looking into doing more
Yeah,
live stream.
I encourage more people to give it a go. Brands, etc.
I think live stream is definitely a new. It's not new at all.
No, but
It's definitely moving forward.
It's growing
rate and knots that. Although we covered this in Think last year.
Yeah.
We said that live
Yeah.
streaming, and we were,
that's a year ago.
it
We
wasn't,
were saying
to be
it.
fair, it wasn't just us saying it. There's a lot of people saying
Yeah.
it. Okay, well I think that's it. I've got to go because I've got a meeting. So I'm going to have to dash. So I'm going to make this really quick. My final two top tips is if you want to get more juice out of a lemon, put it in the microwave and always bake your cakes
Cooking.
at 140 degrees. 'Cause they're
Cooking.
nicer. Anyway, on that note, we're going to go. So until next week, this is episode 50. Thank you ever so much. For
50 episodes done.
Yay! Right, so until episode 51 next week, we will see you then. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out. Bye. I waved. Why do I do? I do that every week.
Bye.
Wavy. Right, well done.
Oh my God.